All right. Welcome to another day of daily LeetCode streams. Glad to have everyone here. Happy Sunday, happy day before the first day of the week. We're going to be continuing with our LeetCode questions. So you all might know that on Saturdays we do weekly roundups where we look at previous questions that we hadn't had a chance to get through. But now for these streams, pretty much from Sunday to the following Friday, what we do is we continue pushing forward and we continue trying to do as many questions as we can. So we're currently sitting at 188 questions. We're only 12 away from reaching our next milestone, which is going to be our 200 question mark. So pretty amazing. It's been just a little over a month and we've made a ton of progress. So very happy with all the progress that we've made. Just a little bit of housekeeping. So there were a couple bugs that I fixed yesterday here on my site. Well, actually, I think there was like one major one that was this list was not rendering properly depending on the type of topic that you chose. So I have since fixed that. So if you experience that issue, that has since been fixed. So you can always visit my site, rafaelslist.com, to be able to track your progress with the top quality questions that we've come across so far. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure to visit the site. You can even track your progress by clicking on these check marks, and it's a nice way for you to keep track of your journey. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, if you enjoy doing LeetCode, you want to have a place where you can sort of meet with a virtual study buddy, remember to subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and if you're feeling really good, ring that notification bell so you'll always be up to date on when I do my streams. Very happy to be working with everyone, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let me just make sure, I'm always doing this, making sure that I can check that my stream's going all right. So we're going to go, like we always do, difficulty easy. We're going to go by acceptance here, and let's just go right for it. So we're going to be on page 3 now. Hopefully we're going to start off with a nice question today. Let's see what we got here. We've been doing pretty much all the questions, which is cool. Let's go on this one, which I think we ended off in last time. I wanted to revisit this one because I think by the point that I got to this question, I was a little bit tired. It had been a little bit of a long day. I think it was Friday, and I just wanted to relax last Friday. Okay, sweet. So Hersey wants to save money for his first car. He puts money in the LeetCode bank every day. He starts by putting in $1 on Monday. The first day, every Tuesday, from Tuesday to Sunday, he will put in $1 more than the day before. So it's starting at like 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 3, 4, then 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think an easy thing to do is we always want to count from one from like the previous one. I think what we can do is like we can add 1 until we get to the 7th day, right? Maybe continue adding 1 until we get to a day that is divisible by 7. Reset the first day and add 1 from there. So what does that mean? Like, let's say let first day of the week is just going to equal to 1. What we can do is we can add 1 to here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then once we get to this one, I think we should just add, we need to keep track of like first day of the week. Let's make total equals 0. What we can do here is we can go, they want us to get n equals 4. So for let I equals 0, I less than n, I plus plus. What is that we want to do? We could do here total, let's see, first day of the week. We want to keep adding 1 to first day of the week. I think we can just do total equals first day, or maybe we can just say total equals first day of the week plus plus total plus or equals 1. So I just want to keep adding 1 to this and adding that to my total. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, right? So I think we can do total plus or equals first day of the week plus or equals 1. And then at the end, if first day of the week modulo 7 equals 0, maybe I don't want to actually modify. Let's say let total, and let's say let running Or maybe we can even say like let week total equals 0. I think what I want to do, let's see, maybe this can actually be 1 as well. Total plus or equals week total plus or equals 1. And then if I modulo 7 equals 0, we should do is say first day of the week plus or equals 1. Now let me think about this. Total plus or equals week total. And now do we set week total equal to first day of the week? I know it's something like this. For whatever reason, it's like a little bit tricky, but let's figure it out ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, let's say. So we have first day of the week, which I'll just create some variables here. Total equals 0, week equals 1. So we start here at I equals 0. Really, I should be equal to 1. So total plus or equals week total. So here total is 1. Week total plus or equals 2, so it's 2. I modulo 7 is not equal to 0. So we come up here. Now we say total plus or equals week total. That's 3. Week total. This now equals 3. We go up here. Total plus or equals week total. That's 6. This becomes 4. Go up here. This becomes 10. This becomes 5. Let's see. We go up here. This becomes 15. This becomes 6. Go up here, this becomes 21, this becomes 7. Go up here, this becomes 28. This becomes, well, let's see what this becomes. 8 plus or equals 1. Maybe this becomes 8, but now I modulo 7, first day of the week plus or equals 1. So we can do 2 here, and week total equals first day of the week 2. Then we start again. Now we're here. Total plus or equals week total. So 30. And yeah, so I think this will work, and then we can just return total. I feel like maybe I might be creating an extra variable when I don't need it, but we can figure that out in a second. Let's see what this gives us here. 6 and 10, okay. So let's see why that happened. 4, so we want to go from 1 to 2. Oh, nice. Hey, Kasai. I'm really glad that you messaged me, because I have been messing around with this chat box for a while, and it's really cool that it's popping up now. So that's very cool. So Kasai asks, how many questions have I done in LeetCode? So I currently have done 188, but let me explain to you a little bit of how this stream works. So this stream is meant for people that are looking into maybe trying to study with like a virtual study buddy. So I have been streaming myself for every single day. Like I have not missed a day since, let's see, we started back in July 16th. Not missed a single day since July 16th, doing about an hour of LeetCode every single day. And what I've done is, if you go to my YouTube channel, so on my YouTube channel here, I don't know if you're a subscriber or if you've already, I don't know if you've already been to my YouTube channel, but on my YouTube channel, I have a collection of every single stream that I've done. It's called LeetCode Live Easy Collection. You can literally start from this first video. Every single video has chapters for easy navigation and a list of all the questions that we do. So if you just follow every single video in this playlist, you will eventually get to where we are now. Every single one of these videos has a corresponding clip in a stream. So it's just a matter of being consistent with it and doing a little bit every day. And on top of that, on my website, Raphael's List, I have a list of top quality questions that I've compiled during this journey. And for each one of these questions, you can click, for example, the stream clip link, and it's going to take you to a place in a YouTube video where we covered that question. And that's just like a very nice way for you to keep track of everything and sort of figure it out and progress in your journey. So hopefully that answers your question. Thanks a lot for joining. Appreciate having you here. Let's check out this next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're here. Oh, I think it's, there you go. It should be I less than or equal to n. As soon as I drew out the example, I realized I didn't. Yeah, 10 and 10. Let's see this one. 1037, 96, 1037, 96. Now that I'm thinking about it though, I think we only need to do like, what if we do, if you think about it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's like week 1, right? We only need to add, let me think about this. I know there's a way for me to come up with like the numbers from some number to another, the summation of all the numbers, because this is 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 28 for a given week. Is it possible? There might be a way to do this even faster. Is it going to complain that I have these numbers sitting there? Yeah, it doesn't like that I have these numbers. Let me go ahead and submit this. Okay, 87.76. I mean, this is linear in the sense that it's going to be however big n is. However, there might be a way to do this. There might be a way to do this in constant time. I don't know why I get that feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2, 3, 4. If I can split it up into weeks, right? This is like 28. And then all we're doing here is we're subtracting 1. Right, so we do 27, but then 27 plus 8 is 33. It's almost like a sliding window type of thing. If we can just figure out how many of these numbers are next to each other, then maybe we can do something with that. I probably won't spend too much time diving deep into that. I'd rather just do like more questions, but let's see what discussions have to say. There might be at O of 1 faster than, yeah, let's see. Well, n is greater than 0. Wth week, dollars, okay, O of 1, O of 1. Okay, so there is a constant. The spirit sees O of 1, but the brain isn't willing. That's funny. I'm gonna like that comment. Yeah, I'm good to go to the next question. So next one we have here is reformat phone number. Okay, so you're given a phone number as a string number. Number consists of digits, spaces, and or dashes. You would like to reformat the phone number in a certain manner. Firstly, remove all spaces and dashes, then group the digits from left to right into blocks of length 3 until there are 4 or fewer digits. The final digits are then grouped as follows. 2 digits, 3 digits, 4 digits. Okay, the blocks are then joined by dashes. Okay, this is interesting. Firstly, remove all spaces and all dashes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Group the digits from left to right in blocks of length 3 until there are 4 or fewer digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The blocks are then joined by dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last one is 7. Single block of length 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left to right to blocks of length 3 until there are 4 or fewer digits. 1, 2, 3. This is 4 or fewer. We can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 or fewer. Okay. So I think we can really just start remove all spaces and all dashes. Is there a way, let me just see if there's, I want to remind myself if there's a regex that I can use. There should be for all spaces and all dashes. Let's see, cheat sheet. This gives me something 0 or more, 1 or more. So if I do, what happens if I just do dash? Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. Capture group, word, digit, or white space. Okay. We'll do this and then this. Matches any white space character, match 1 or more of the preceding token. Oh, does it not like? How can I, if I make a capture group of this, okay. And then we make a capture group of that. How do I like split these? Match any character in the set. Can we do both? Can we do this and this? How do you match white space? Match white space regex. Oh, hey, thanks for this information and your stream. I'm currently studying DSA and soon I will also start LeetCoding. Can you suggest any YouTube channel or course for data structures and algorithms? I don't want to disturb you, so I typed this long message. No, it's okay. One course that I really, really like a lot, and I promise you I'm not like sponsored by them or anything, but both my girlfriend and I took this course, and I think it's really great. And normally this person has very good prices. So codewithwatch.com, you may have already seen this YouTuber. He also has his own website here. I think that his course on the Ultimate Data Structures and Algorithms bundle, I honestly think it's amazing, and I would highly recommend getting the entire bundle. You learn about linear data structures and dynamic data structures. I guess contiguous and like non-contiguous data structures, right? Non-linear data structures and their algorithms. And you also learn about searching algorithms, sorting algorithms, and string manipulations algorithms. Like right now, this is probably, yeah, this is $30, and the return on investment is phenomenal. I mean, it's down from $139 for $30. I highly, highly, highly recommend this course. It's like he explains it so well. There's a lot of content in here. I would literally just start from the first one. Like, okay, like this is the first one, right? You learn about big O notation, arrays, linked lists, stacks, queues, hash tables. What I would suggest you do is you can watch this course, and let's say at the moment that you're learning about arrays, I would probably go on LeetCode, and then on LeetCode what you can do is you can find your tags and you can tag questions on arrays. Something that I'm thinking about doing as I continue to grow this channel is I realize some people, maybe like yourself, right now the playlist that I've created is for every single easy question, but I realize that some people might want the ability to be like more focused. So LeetCode has this really great thing called LeetCode Explorer. In the future, in the near future, I can see myself doing, you know, like playlists for each of these individual LeetCode sections. So I might make a whole playlist just on arrays. And there might be some overlap in the questions that are done here versus the questions that we've already done. But it's okay because we're going to be looking at it under like a different scope, or more like focused scope, right? So hopefully that helps. Let me go ahead and I should be able to like link this on the stream. Let me see. So I'm going to put that there on the stream. Highly recommend that website. Let me know if you do end up getting it. It'll be really cool if you do. I think, yeah, it's a phenomenal course. So I'm looking forward to hearing about your progress. And yeah, just leave me comments and feel free to ask me any other questions. I'm always down to help people out. All right, let me go back to this, like match white space, all this white space. If I just do like this one, oh, so that's not even gonna do white space, right? Ah, okay. So there you go. That's very cool. Now, does it not like that there's, okay, I see. So can we, just by default, like what if I say const trimmed number equals, we're going to write a new regular expression here, s minus, right, trim number s minus, or we can do number dot replace all, whatever follows this, right, with, I guess we'll just trim that. Like, let me see what this comes out to. Trimmed number. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Number, oh, this comes in as a number? Wait, number dot replace all, but number is a string. Why doesn't it like that? String dot, oh, the string prototype replace all. Pattern by replacement, pattern replacement. Did I like spell this the wrong way? Replace all. Oh, with a non-global. It needs to be a global. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, so it still comes out the same. What is it not like about this? Oh, I didn't put it in a capture group. Yeah, I need to put it in a capture group. Let's do this. Let's try this now. Okay, cool. Look at that. So Like I've been learning a lot about regex throughout these streams, and I think that's very cool. Like regex has become kind of like one of my favorite things to use because the use cases it helps solve are really, really good. Like very specific things you can do here. You got this, Kasai. Oh man, look at that, man. We got the chat coming up. I need to like maybe I need to put this somewhere else or like figure out how to. No, I definitely don't want to squish it like that. You guys probably see me doing it live here, squishing it live. Can I make it? Can I make the height? Like I want to make the height like 250. Let's try that. There you go. Maybe like a little bit higher there. It's just there's not really like a black spot where I can put it. Or maybe, let me see, background color. It will not be shown on your stream. Not be shown on your stream. What if I want to have it shown up on my stream? Visual settings, chat delay. If I do this, what is it gonna do? Okay, we'll figure it out as we go along. Okay, so we have trim number now. Let's keep going down here. So now we're just gonna keep grouping these from left to right until we get to a section where it's gonna be less than or equal to 4, right? Until there are 4 or fewer digits. So I guess what we can say now is we can say const slices is an empty array for let I equal 0, I less than, let's see, number dot length I plus or equals 3. Let's think about this. So what I could immediately do is I can say slices dot push of trimmed number, and let me actually make this trimmed number. You can say trimmed number dot slice from I to I plus 3, but I only do that if there's 4 or less. So if the distance, we can say if trimmed number dot length minus I. Let's see. I need for it to be, I guess as long as it's greater than 4, then I could do this. Right? Else, right now we're at a moment where we have to do this last piece. Firstly, right, so what have we done so far? We've trimmed the number like it says. Firstly, remove all spaces and dashes. That's what trim number does. Now what I want to do is start creating my slices of blocks of length 3 until there are 4 or fewer digits. So if I pick this last one right here, right? Let's pick this last one. Very similar to what we always do here. We pick one of these. We have I right here. So from here, I want to go from I to I plus 3. So I pick these first 3, and then I increment I. I pick these first 3, okay? Right, and if we think about the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This has a length of 8. If I do like 8 minus 0, 1, 2, 3, 8 minus 3 is 5. That's greater than 4, so we can get this. But now 8 minus 7 is 1. So that means that we need to do something special with this. So then group the digits from left to right into blocks of length 3 until there are 4 or fewer digits. The final digits are then grouped as follows. 2 digits, a single block. Okay, so let's now get the last slice. So here we can say last slice is equal to trimmed number dot slice of I. Now I'm only going to pass it a single argument, slice of I, because this will just get from I all the way to the end. And now we have like, let's say we have 3 different cases here, right? Like if last slice dot length is equal to 2, else if last slice, I have to check something, last slice dot length is equal to 3, else if last slice dot length is equal to 4. So we're gonna do, let me see, notice the reforming process should never produce any blocks of length 1. So 2 digits, a single block of length 2, 3 digits, a single block of length 3, 4 digits, 2 blocks of length 2 each. So here, so I think we don't even need to do anything if it's 3 or 4, right? Maybe we only need to do something if it's 4. If last slice dot length is equal to 4, so let's do, I'm gonna do an else here because for everything else, right? And I lost my last slice. Last slice equals trimmed number dot slice from I. If last slice dot length is equal to 4 digits, then I do something else. We can just go ahead and push slices dot push last slice. Let's see, else slices dot push last slice if it's equal to 4. We want 2 blocks of length 2 each. The blocks are then joined by dashes. So do we just need to make 2 different? I guess here I can say slices dot push from I to I plus 2, and then slices dot push from I plus 2. Else slices dot push last slice. And then at the end, can we just return slices dot join by a dash? Because that's what it wants us to do, right? Phone number after formatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Check the next one. 1, 2. That looks crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it did work for this. It worked for the last one. But why didn't it work for this one? What's this one that we're getting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we're like actually losing. We're losing things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's start with slices. I equals 0. I less than trim number. Okay, so if trim number dot length, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's 7, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 0 is greater than 4. It is. So we can slice. We'll push I to I plus 3, which is this. So our first slice will be 1 to 3. We'll increase this by 4. Now we say 0, 1, 2, 3. So 7 minus 3 is not greater than 4. So now we get our last slice. Trim number dot slice. Okay, if last slice dot length is equal to 4, I can't just do 4, 5, and 6, 7. I feel like that should work. Right, so I equals 0, I plus 3 equals 3. Trimmed number dot length 0, 1, 2. We're currently at 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 is not greater than 4. So for the last slice, we say trim number dot slice of I. So we should get this right here. Last slice dot length, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. Okay. I see why. Because here I'm still using I, but really this should be 0 to 2. And then from 2. Else we can just push the last slice. I feel like that's the answer there. Oh, wait. There's something. Last slice, trim number dot slice. And of course, I'm not even, yeah, okay. Here we need to do 2 slices. Last slice of 0 to 2. And last slice dot slice from 2. Here we need to do dot slice from 0 to 2, else we can just push the last slice. Let's try this one. It's going to be third time's a charm. As they always say, third time's a charm. Last slice. Still third time's a charm. That was just syntax. Getting closer and closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just this last one. There's a really dumb mistake I'm making here. Trim number dot slice. That's going to give me a string. If last slice dot length is equal to 4, which it is, I want to do slices dot push of last slice. We're going to slice from 0 to 2. Okay. And then slices.push last slice of slice starting from 2, starting from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we get this extra 7 here. Let me see if we can, what is our last slice here? Let's get our last slice, and let's also only do this example here. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's true. That should be the last slice. Why am I printing 7 here? That's weird. Oh. Is it because I start again from the top? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then I increase by 3. Ah, I'm still doing this. I guess by the time we get here, if I'm ever at a point where this is true, maybe here, like, should we just break here? Like, once this happens, is that necessarily the end? Maybe I shouldn't do any more processing once I get to this last piece. All right, is it gonna run? Is it gonna pass? 37.01. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see what we can do here. 79.53, but let me read this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was like another one that we did like this. I remember it was sort of similar where they took a different approach. Like, once I trim it, I can just get all my 3s. I mean, I feel like this is not too bad. Right, because I'm going to have to push each one of these into slice. I'm going to have to join them at the end. This is one of those I feel like where I'm just following the algorithm. Let's see what discussions have to say here. You leave here. A Java queue. This doesn't explain anything. I'm looking for like an explanation here. String processing, replace, if length number, else extend number, time complexity, O of n, so readable and clear, thank you. Yeah, our answer is closer to this one, which I like. Like, it's important to have readable answers. When I see these other ones that are top voted or highly voted, I get it, but it's not easy to read. Cool, let's move on to our next one. I'm gonna get a sip of water real quick. Stay hydrated, guys. All right. The next one on our list. Is this even, wait a second. Algorithms, easy, oh, okay. I was like, wait, something looks weird here. What page are we on? 3, okay. We just did reformat and calculate. Let's do last stone weight. You're given an array integers of stones where stone's I is the weight of the ith stone. We're playing a game with the stones. On each turn, we choose the heaviest 2 stones and smash them together. Suppose the heaviest 2 stones have weights x and y. The result of this smash is if x equals y. Okay. Turn the weight of the last stone remaining. So we combine 7 and 8 to get 1. So the array converts to 2, 4, 1, 1, 1. Okay, we combine 2 and 4 to get 2, 4. Okay, I see. So this question, since it's asking me for the heaviest 2 stones at any given point, it would be nice if we had. It would be nice if there was a way to. Like, I immediately think of like a priority queue, right? That would keep the ordering of my elements. And that's kind of what I want to try to do. Okay, so this is actually good to go over. If oh man, that's awesome. One thing that I can do here that I wasn't able to do before. Oh, can we do this for real? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this is very cool. What I want to do here, I want to draw this out. I want to draw this out and make this like a max heap. And I want to see what we can get from this. Because this is a data structure I don't have too much experience with, and I want to get that experience like right now. So let's imagine this, like what would this look like as a max heap, right? So let's draw out some things here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll say 6. Kind of like move this a little bit like that. Move this here. Okay. It'd be nice if I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And I really hope it's not. I hope it's not too far. Like it'd be nice if this panel didn't appear right there. Okay, maybe this is better. I want to draw some arrows here. So what would this look like, right? It would be like 8. This would be 8. Oh, and it's gonna make that larger. What if I want my text to be medium? 8. We have a 7 here. 8, 7, 4, 2, 1, 1, right? So we should have a 4, a 2, a 1, and a 1. So this is what our binary heap will look like. Our binary max heap would look like. So I think what we should do is we should always ask for like the top two, like we can do a, I guess a pop or a get twice. Now we actually have to move them, right? We pop the first one, then we pop the second one. We dequeue twice, we get a new number, and then we add it back into our queue. So I think what we can do is, and this is how many, what does they want? How many steps? Output 1. First 1, 1. Okay, so while we can do something like, what if we do, okay, we say create max heap, and then while max heap length is greater than 1, we queue top 2 elements, smash them, add them, and then at the end we just return last element. I think this is pretty much overall the thing that we want to do. So I want to look up max heap time complexity because there's a couple things I really want to learn here. So what's the time complexity to create a heap? Okay, so what's time complexity to convert an array of size n into a max heap? Is that n log n? Okay, n log n, right? Because we go through every node, and for every single node, we're inserting it into our heap. Is there like a nice way corresponding max heap? But like for every single time, okay, heapify single node takes log n time complexity, where n is the total number of nodes. N heapify operations, and the total complexity will be n log n. Okay, so let's say to create the max heap, it's going to be O of n log n. While the max heap length is greater than 1, we're going to queue the top 2 elements. Since we're always queuing this, will this just be like O of stones dot length divided by 2? That's the time complexity here. Queue top 2 elements, that's constant, then add them. Okay, cool. Now, there's a really cool site here on LeetCode. It's like LeetCode environment, let's see, JavaScript or something like this. Okay, really great website here. Like, what are the environments for the programming languages? This is pretty neat because it gives you, oh wait, let me remove this thing on the chat box to like always show messages. Okay, nice. This right here gives you the environment where, depending on the language you choose, what things you get. So I know in JavaScript we get, it says for priority queue and queue data structures, you may use version 4.1 data structures JS priority queue and data structures JS queue. So let's try to look this thing up. I'm surprised they used to have, they should link to these. Is this open source? Because if it was open source, I would make a, like, yeah, I would commit to this. Anyway. Okay, so let's see what this is. And I want to look up, it said 4.1. Can we look up, Where is the GitHub for this? 22 versions, npm. I want to look up the repo. Here we go. Because this is version 6.1, 19 releases. How do I look up 4.1? Here we go. Gonna go to tags. I'm guessing 4.1.0. Okay, so what we want here is we want a max queue, right? Max priority queue. On queue, and I want to create it from the array. Require import construction. Max priority queue, on queue, DQ is empty, size to array. Clear. Oh my god, yes. First time we see, oh my god, that's so cool. I need to figure out all this stuff. Like, I'm still new to this, but that's super cool that like we just got that. Oh wait, I think that wasn't actually CS practice. That should have been for more text. I need to change something here. Name is coding along. Did it not? I don't know why I didn't show your name for more text, but thank you so much for following. Appreciate the follow. Okay, can we not create this from API? Oh, this one doesn't have like a from array. On queue, patient. Return the element with the highest priority. Okay, so what if we just do, let me see something here. Let's say const stones queue equals new max priority queue. Can we do for const s of stones queue dot on queue s? Like, will this work? Because I've had so much problems with this library before. I really want it to work. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Can I actually print out console log stones queue? I want to see the contents of this. Okay, I think this works. What we can also do is we can say, let's see, DQ. So we have DQ. Can we get the size? Returns the number of elements. So what if I just say while stones queue dot size is greater than 1? Can I console log stones queue dot DQ? Just want to make sure it works. Undefined. CS practice is now falling. Why is it saying CS practice live? I want to give credit to the people. Well, Danu Denny has followed. Thank you so much, Danu Denny. We're doing this live. I'm like, you can tell I'm new at this. Ah, okay, I see. Revert changes. How do I get the name? Are all these the same name? I see what happened here. I hard coded it to always say that. Nice. Okay. Let me go over here. Okay, the alert box, we're officially going to make it a little bit smaller. I guess we can like leave it there. Hopefully that goes to like all the screens. I'll do some stuff after, but I really appreciate the followers. I'm sorry that I didn't show your name, Danu Denny and 4 Matrix, but the next follower will. I had it hard coded to a previous one when I was trying it out. Okay, console.log output is undefined. Okay, size here should be a function. Priority 87421. Oh, it doesn't add duplicates? That's not good. Oh wait, it's because, okay, I see. It's because the size. Okay, so I think that's good, right? So we created our max heap. While max heap length is greater than 1, so we can queue the top 2 elements. So let's say first max is stones queue dot DQ. Oh, what did this return? I guess here the priority is the same as the element. So let's say DQ. I'm now gonna make this full screen again. DQ dot element, and then here we can say second max is stones queue.dq element. And what does it want us to do here? So if first max is equal to second max, both stones are destroyed. So we don't do anything if both stones are destroyed, right? And the stone of weight, okay, if first max is not equal to, then we can say const new stone equals the stone of weight y has a new weight of y minus x. This will be second max minus first max. And we can say stones.queue.onQueue new stone. And at the end, we should just be able to return. Is there one that's like the front? Returns the element with the highest priority. It should just be, we should just be able to return stones queue.front.element. I think that will work. -1 and 1. How, oh, is this, the stone weight has a new weight of y minus x? Suppose the heaviest two stones have weights x and y, with x less than or equal to y. Right, the smallest number. So if the smaller one is not equal to the larger one, then we do the smaller minus, but shouldn't it be x is less than or greater to y? Ah, so here this should be first max minus second max. Which, I mean, that makes sense, right? It should be the larger one minus the second larger one. So I have 1 and 1 here. Now, the thing is, this is going to be, I mean, let's run it and let's see. I feel like this is a great question for a max heap. 2 return stones queue front element. Why would this be the case? Is that an actual 2 and 2? Interesting. And what's the answer that they want? What's the answer that they want here? Should it just be there is at most one stone left? So while the size is greater than 1, so what happens here? We on queue 2 and 2 while the size is greater than 1, which it is. We dequeue 2 and 2 if 2 is not equal to, oh, wait a second. So, oh, it says both stones are destroyed. Ah, if there are no stones left. Okay. So we can return, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Stones queue.size. If it's equal to 0, we return 0, else we can return stones queue.front.element. Let's run this and let's go ahead and plug in our new test case here. See what we got. 110, 110. Let's now try it again. 18.59. So here's what I'm thinking. Well, let me run this again and see what happens. Okay, so my guess is there's a better way of doing this without using a heap. However, I don't have a lot of experience with heaps or binary heaps, so I wanted to do a solution like this. Okay, like for me personally, it's beneficial that I go through doing something like this because this helps me get more practice with heaps. Like right now, I don't really care too much about the performance. It's more of like, let me understand how this works, because like in an interview, there's a case where something like this could happen and you should be comfortable explaining to them why you think a max or min heap is the right data structure to use for this solution. Let me run this again. There's almost certainly a better way of doing this, I think, just based on the numbers that we're getting here. But the reality is the queue thing works so well. I mean, is it just going to be like if I just do a plain sort, and do that, which I guess I could, but then it's going to be hard to keep these things sorted, right? The queue helps me always keep it sorted. Let's see what discussions have to say. Priority queue. Priority queue, pop out two biggest, push back the difference until there are no more than 2 elements left. N log n and space is n. Yeah, I think that's the way of doing it. I'm very happy with this. I think this is a very nice question, and I'm gonna assume it's rated so highly because the fact that you have to use a heap. So I highly recommend getting good at this question, getting good at your heaps. It's gonna help you guys out really a lot. Cool. Let's get to the next one. I accidentally clicked. I think I lost my previous tab, so let's go back to problems. We're gonna be hitting our 1 hour mark soon, so maybe we can fit one more question in. Oh man. Okay. Page 3. I think we've done 3 questions so far. I think it's been pretty good, right? We did calculate, reformat, last don't wait. Yeah. I'm happy about that. You're given 2 strings, current and correct, representing 2 24-hour times. 24-hour times are formatted as hour, hour, and minute, minute, where hour is between 0 and 23 and minute is between 0 and 59. The earliest 24-hour time is 00, 0, and the latest is 23:59. In one operation, you can increase the time current by 1, 5, 15, or 60 minutes. You can perform this operation any number of times. Convert current to correct. Okay. Interesting. So like, for me to get the minimum, I always want to move, like, I want to make, this is honestly, I'm just thinking like out loud right now, right? Like for me to get the fastest way from here to here is I want to move the thing that carries the most weight. So like I should try to see how many minutes I can move. So without even looking at the answer, let's see, right? Well, it says 3 already. So because I can move this 1 to 3:30, 2 to 4:30, and then 1 by 5 minutes. So like what would actually be nice is if I converted this to like an integer value, and then that way I can just like, I can sort of like figure it out. Now 2:30, okay, so how many times can I move each one of these? Add 60 to current, current becomes 330. Yeah, I can make 60 equal 100. Like if I just add 5 to every, or 40 to every single number, so what does that mean, that 5 becomes 45? No, that can't be. Or yeah, I'm thinking like ratios. Because what if this was 230 to 435, right? And my options are 60. My options are 1, 5, 15, and 60. So 60, like 60 is my 100. 60 is my, and like what's the ratio here? 60 to 100. Do you guys get what I'm doing here? I'm trying to, it's hard for me to put in words, but like this is 6% of 100. So does that mean, like, how would I, what is it that I'm looking for? I'm trying to like normalize this to be all out of 100. Oh wait, 15, this is what, a quarter, right? So I guess this would be my 25. 5 is a fifth. So 60, if that's 115, a quarter of 65 is a 12th, right? A 12th of 100. So 100 divided by 12. That's not going to go in nicely though. 8.3, because 12 times 5, yeah. 8, this is what? Let's just say 8.3. I'll actually do it like that. And then 1 to 60. This will still just be 1. I'm trying to map it because like if I convert both of these to numbers, right? Now let's see, like what can I do? 230 to 435. I can add 100 to make it 330. I can add another 100 to make it 430. And then I can add, we'll see, it wants me to add 1.5 though. So is that actually, I don't think that's going to be, because then I could add 1.5. But the 5 to 60, that's 12 times 5, right? 12 times 5 is 60. Is 12 times 5 60? I'm not going crazy, right? 12 times 5. Yeah, 12 times 5 is 60. So that's 12% of 100. 15 to 60. 15 to 60 is 4. 100 divided by 4. 12 to 60. 560 is 12. 100 divided by 12. 1 to 60. 100 divided by 1. 100 divided by 60. Yeah, I was almost thinking of something like that. Like it'd be easier. I feel like it'd be easier because then it's hard for me to like, because then I have to do conversions, right? And like this is all a string. To me, it just sounds like, oh, that'd be really nice to just convert it. But the 5 is the weird part because from 4:30, I should be able to add 5 minutes. But it's failing here, right? Because this is like 8.33. That doesn't map quite to that. And even if I did 60, that's not going to work because 230 plus 60 is an hour. That gives me 290 and not 330. But this is 1 hour. Another 60 is 1 hour. If I add a 15, that's like adding 25 to this. There might be also something else where I'm not really, maybe I also need to do some math to actually represent this in terms of like hundreds, if that makes sense. Because here I would just say, for example, can I add 60? No, because I'll be larger than 11. Can I add 15? No, because I'll be larger than this. Can I add 5? No. Can I add 1? Yes. I can treat each one individually, I guess. We could get the hours and the minutes, but then it's very precise. It just seems like too precise for my own liking. Current and correct. Hmm. 60 minutes to current becomes 3:30. 60 minutes to current becomes 4:30. Yeah, I get the algorithm. For me, it's mostly how best to actually work with these strings. I mean, I can convert it to, I can do something where I get like, let me see. We can say current hour, current minute is equal to current dot split by the colon. Const correct hour and correct minute equals current dot split by the colon. Now what if I say, now what if I just go from left to right? Can I do that? What if I say const parsed current hour equals parse int of current hour 10. Const parsed current hour equals parse int. This should be parsed correct hour. Parse int of correct hour and 10. Can we actually just get the distance? Let answer equal 0. I mean, the first thing I could do, can't I just do like, we can just get the distance, right? Parsed correct hour. We can do parsed correct hour minus parsed current hour. I think that'll work for the first one, right? Like 11 to 11, answer will first be 0 here. Here this will be 2 and 4, so I'll give us our first 2. And now what if we do the same for the minutes? Now the minutes are a little different. I don't think we can just subtract. I think we see like how many, I think for the minutes we just see how many of the biggest ones can we fit in there. 15, 5, or 1. So what if we do const parsed minute, const parsed current minute equals parse int of current minute 10, const parsed correct minute equals parse int of correct minute 10. And now I kind of want to see like, can we actually just do, what if we do 35 minus 30? What if we say const difference, let's say minute difference equals parsed of correct minute minus parsed of current minute. And now can't we just get, can't answer just be answer plus or equals minute difference modulo 15, answer plus or equals minute difference modulo 5, answer plus or equals minute difference modulo 1. Let me see. So like, let me actually pull up the DevTools here. I really want to try this out. So here it's like 5, what's 5 modulo 15? You see, I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be that. 15 modulo 5. Yeah, so here it needs to be, maybe this needs to be reversed, where we do this. 5 modulo minute difference and 1 modulo minute difference. Right, and then 5 modulo 5 is that, and then 1 modulo 5 is 1. That's just what we add to that, right? So that might actually be it. Believe it or not. Return answer. What happens if I run this? Nan, beautiful. Okay, so we have current hour, current minute, current dot split by the colon, okay. Correct hour, correct minute. This needs to be correct dot split. Parsed current hour is parsed int current hour. Parsed correct hour is parsed int correct hour. Answer will be parsed correct hour minus parsed current hour, okay. That's going to get me the initial difference. So like 11 and 11 is going to be 0. There's nothing we can do there. Parsed current minute is parsed int of current minute. Parsed correct minute is of correct minute. Minute difference is correct minute minus parsed current minute. And then now we just start adding minute difference, return answer. Why wouldn't it have worked? Why is it? Okay, 3 and 3. Cool. Three and 0, 3 and 1. So what's happening here? It's 0, and then I parse 0, 1, and 0, 0. Oh, but 1 to 1. Yeah, it's that last one. I'm doing 704 binary search right now. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a really good question. The binary search one is it's like a paramount algorithm to know. Yeah, let us know your progress on that one. That one's that's a very good question. Very good to know. I think what's happening here is, should it be modulo? What if I did math.floor instead? Math.floor of this. So let's just do this, this, and this. Do 5 and then 1, because 1 divided by 1 will give us the 1 that we need. So maybe this will work. Okay, that's not good. 15, 5, 15, yeah, that's 3. We can't do that. Right, because it's like I want to see how many times 15 goes into that one. If that's 4. Oh, but wait, there's a flaw here. There's a flaw. I want to see how many times can 15 go into it. Okay. But after 15 goes into it, I need to also divide the answer by 15, I think. I think that's where I'm like screwing up here. 15 goes into 60, and then I can do that if that's 0. So I tried to go into 1. But then that also wouldn't work. Only have to add 1 minute to the current, so the minimum number of operations. 1 minus 0, 1 modulo 0. So 1 modulo 0. Oh, that's not even a number. Answer is, here I did parse correct minus parse current. It's 1 minus 0, that's 1. And 1 modulo 1, that's 0. 0 modulo 1, that's also 0. 15, if it's 5. Okay, if it's 35, what do I do? Like 15 modulo 35. Yeah, maybe it should be 15 modulo 35 modulo 15. Wouldn't that be? So maybe it should be divided by. I think we should try and see like math.floor. How many times does the current one go? Like if it's 40. If it's 40, we should do 40 divided by 15, which is like 2. 2 point something. All right, but then we need the remainder. And then with that remainder, yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to do like answer plus or equals math.floor and then set like difference equals to the remainder of that, like diff equals, yeah. I think we need to do that. Let's see if we can figure this out, right? I need, if the minute difference is 40, the first thing I need to do is math.floor of minute difference divided by 15. 40 divided by 15 is going to give me 2 point something. But now I want to set my difference. I'll make this a let. Maybe my minute difference should equal minute difference modulo 15. So answer plus or equals 40 divided by 15, and then 40 equals 40 modulo 15. What's 40 modulo 15? That's 10. So now my new thing should be this math.floor of minute difference modulo 5. And then here we should do minute difference is minute difference modulo 5. And then perhaps here we just do plus or equals minute difference modulo 1. Will this work? Let's try this out. Okay, 3, 1, 3, 1, cool. Oh, I think that was already all the test cases. Let's try this out. I'm excited. Let's see. -4 and 7. Why would it be -4? So 10 minus 9 is 1. I immediately set it to 1, but then of course, yeah, this is now. Like I'm assuming that this will always be. Oh no, yeah, that makes it way more difficult. Because actually this shouldn't even be, I shouldn't even increase this by an hour. If I increase this by an hour, we're gonna exceed the current or the correct. So that's a mistake on my end. That's a great edge case to consider that I did not. So I'm gonna have to come back to this one later because we're about 11 minutes over our 1 hour mark. So I really appreciate everyone that watched today. Thank you all so much for the Twitch followers. That's very, very cool. I'm glad that we were able to get some chat box going. We were able to see some of the alerts come up on Streamlabs, which I really, really like. I always wanted that to work, and it looks like now we're picking up on it, so that's super cool. Thank you. I have definitely got to give a shout out to, let's see, Danu Denny and 4 Mortix. Very, very cool. Just a quick refresher. So let's see where we left off. I think we did like 3 or 4 questions. So 191. We're only 9 away from our 200 question mark milestone, which is going to be amazing. That's going to be very, very cool. And just as a quick reminder, I'm going to be posting some of the new questions that we covered today, some of the questions that I thought were top quality questions to my site. So if you're looking for a way to keep track of your progress, you want to view an easy way. If you want to look at an easy way to look at all the different questions with all the streams that I've done, for example, let's say you pick a topic like 2 pointers and you're like, okay, I want to see how he did intersection of 2 arrays. You click on stream clip. It's going to direct you to the chapter in a previous stream where I solved that question. So you can see exactly what it was that I was thinking of. And that's sort of like the whole goal of this. So really hoping that helps all of you out. Remember that you can also get like sort of spoiler topics just to see, give you some more hints if you're stuck on something. Just a cool little thing there. And of course, there's the progress tracking that you can use to, keep track of your progress. So with that being said, I'm really happy that you all joined today. I'll be back around tomorrow for another stream at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So really hope you all join me again. If you liked what you saw, remember to subscribe to me on YouTube, LeetCode Live, daily LeetCode streams. You can also ring the notification bell. It's going to help me continue to make this content and get to my next milestone. And also, if you like what you saw and you're on Twitch, make sure to follow me on Twitch. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and happy coding.